Kaiju creamstick.
Well, here we are in downtown Columbus, Ohio, the infamous Ohio State University, and we've come here specifically because we've heard rumors of a place called Buckeye Doughnuts. So, we're going to take care of that here in just a minute. All the motorcycles have gone by, and the cars with really loud speakers, so I think we're okay for the moment. I figured I'd just switch up a little bit, do Wendy's as a review, just to break things up. And just kidding. There we go. It's got a spiffy, vintage Brutus Buckeye logo on the bag. You gotta love that. And of course, the treasures within are the one and only cream stick. Now, we'll get to the size of this in a minute, but you can see it's a good size animal. Let's put these down here. And as always, we're gonna start off with, aesthetically, man, this thing looks really yummy. I want 6 of them right off the bat. We see a little bit of cream at the end here, at the other end. But you notice that icing, dark brown, got a little shine to it. That shine is telling me that it's a little bit like shellacky. It's like hard. But even if as I pull it off, it's a nice layer of it. It has a thick texture to it. It's very chocolatey, very chocolatey. It kind of sticks to your teeth and to your mouth. Like I say, it has that thickness, a texture to it. It's very good. And again, the quantity is really nice. Lots of it. So that's what's going on over there.
I don't know.
The bread. Let's tear off a piece of the bread here. Got the outside golden. This is deep fried in soy, I believe. But it's, again, a nice golden look on the inside. A nice light texture, light color. Tasting a little bit yeasty. Nice light yeast taste to it. It's very light. Light in terms of sort of the texture, but it still has body in your mouth. So, we'll tear this up a little bit. See what we see in terms of cream. Looks like a good amount. And as we listen to the motorcycles go by, okay, we're back. As we saw cream on the ends before, we see it in the middle. So that cream, we'll use the fingers. It's a very light, it's not, I tend to like the heavy, crunchy, sugary types of cream. This is not quite that. It's light, it's much lighter in your mouth. There's a a hint of a crunch, just a hint. And it's not too sugary. It's not overwhelming. So let's take all these guys together in a bite. I'm getting better at the self-control. In tandem, excuse me, the icing, the bread, the cream, they're all very wonderful in your mouth. Very, very tasty. Uh-oh. We've hit a bit of a dry spell here. Not good. Let's tear it open a little further. We're back to the goodies. So that's nice. So the thing that I alluded to at the beginning, excuse me, was the size, the kaiju factor. This was a good size. It wasn't like super long, but it was pretty long, but it had really good girth. I mean, it's kind of mangled at this point. It's hard to see what it was. But in terms of, overall size, this is a pretty good kaiju here. So if Z-Ram is sort of our medium-sized kaiju, and I have mentioned, I think, Baltan before, alien Baltan. This is more like an alien Baltan. Like an alien Baltan who's kind of let himself go a little bit. He's a little bit chubby, a little thicker, which is a good thing. So the size, I don't know, so we're looking at like a 7 or 8, probably, maybe 8.5. It's a good sized donut, and it's sweet eating all the way down. It's good stuff. So with the size, the icing, the bread, the cream, the whole wall of wax, the whole kaiju, I give this, I think, a strong 9. We've had a kind of uncontested top of the kaiju pile here for quite a while. I think it was Daylight Donuts, but this guy gives that one a run for its money, no doubt. So next time you're up here to watch the Buckeyes trounce Michigan, or vice versa, stop by Buckeye Donuts, enjoy the campus, and don't eat too many of these things, you'll get a stomach ache.
Here, guest critic for Kaiju Cream Stick. We've been to Buckeye Donuts here in Columbus today, and we bought more than cream sticks this time because the donuts look so yummy. And let's see what kind of treasures we have in here. Whoa. We have the crow's nut, the crossnut, the croissant donut. We have the red velvet, the fancy red velvet with the cream cheese icing. We have their famous Buckeye donut, and we have a blueberry donut. So let's give each one of these a taste and see how they fare. So the first one I'm going to try is the croissant donut. I love croissants, and you can see it's shaped like a croissant. Ooh, it's really flaky like a croissant. Very light and airy. You can see all of the pockets in there. Air pockets. And the glazed, crunchy outer coating. Oh my. Very good, very light. The outside is crunchy. With a nice coat of glazed icing. Very, very good. The next one I want to try is the red velvet with the cream cheese frosting. You can see the frosting is shoved down in the hole of that donut. They do not skimp on that icing. Let's try the icing. Really good cream cheese flavor. Very buttery. Break this open, you can see the red and the red velvet. Very good flavor combination. The crunchy outer shell on this cake donut reminds me of the cake donuts that I used to get as a kid. Really nice thick crunch. But the cake inside is very moist. Really nice flavor combination. The next one is the blueberry. And you can see this one is crunchy on the outside. Very moist cake in the middle. Let's take a taste. You can see the crunchy outside is just very nostalgic. That thick, crunchy outer shell. Let's give it a taste. You can taste the blueberries, and it doesn't taste artificial. There are little pieces of blueberry actually in the cake. The cake part is not as sweet as the outside, so it's balanced really well. Now on to the last one, which is the Buckeye. And you can see it actually looks like a Buckeye. But it has a smooth kind of shiny glazed icing. Very similar to the icing on the Long John. But this peanut butter inside looks a little different. That's peanut butter. This peanut butter, most peanut butter icing that I've come across is more icing and just a little bit of peanut butter flavor. This is like peanut butter with a little bit of icing mixed in. It is really good, very peanut buttery. The yeast donut. Light yeast flavor, crunchy on the outside, very moist on the inside. Let's try all this together. Wow. That is dessert in my mouth. That is really yummy. Okay, I better wrap this up so I can finish this donut. So thank you for visiting me on this channel, and hopefully you visit Buckeye Doughnuts, sample one of these bad boys or all of these bad boys for yourself. It is definitely worth the trip to Columbus, Ohio to grab one of these. Toodles.
So, I was so on a sugar buzz with that cream stick, I'd forgotten there's a second cream stick. And this is a first, but this puppy, Buckeye Doughnuts. Yeah, you know what they say about guys in bacon, right? Well, look at that. Feast your eyes on that, ladies and gentlemen. That is looking tempting. So, I had to... Oh, maple. I had to get one. So, we'll run through this guy quickly too, because I don't want to keep you occupied on this beautiful day like this for too long. So right off the bat, you can see there are two big pieces of bacon there. They weren't chinching there. They weren't being cheap. They're right there. It's not that wiggly bacon that some people are like, oh, wiggly bacon, gross. It's well cooked. Just like the other cream stick, maybe the same sorts of things I think are going to apply in terms of the bread and the cream. You know, if I find something different, we'll bring it up. But so again, golden on the outside from that deep fried with the soy, which is nice. It's not overwhelming the flavor. The inside, again, nice and wispy and tasty. The cream, a little bit of that. Same cream. Sweet but not too sweet. I'm sure it's going to go really well with the savory bacon. And the bacon. Let's take a piece of bacon. Crunchy, a little bit of crunch. It's real bacon. Satisfy your manly bacon cravings. Let's take a bite of this guy all together. Oh well, I guess since this is maple icing, I guess we'll deal with the maple icing as well, because it's not chocolate. Let's see. Got a good fingerful there. So this icing, unlike the other icing, was a little bit like shellacky, like it had a hard surface. This is very, very creamy, very smooth, and it's definitely maple. The taste is mapley, not overwhelming. Again, it's not like pang, artificial. It's good. So here we go, back to the all at once, all together now to do a Beatles song, which I won't. Oh, wow. So, in popular vernacular, it's sweet and savory. You have both flavors together. And it's, if you like that combination, and I do, I just don't have it very often, it is very good. Again, you can't lose when you hit cream every time. So, this one's for Brutus. Getting back to our criteria, the size, again, about the same as the other one, maybe not quite as wide. Oh, close. So we're gonna put it back there in the Alien Ball 10 ballpark. And all of the things, all of the flavors, all of the components together. Again, having never had this type of cream stick, I have to throw this up there. I've got to be fair, because I haven't done any others. I'll be conservative. I'll say 8, maybe 8.5, and we'll go from there. It is really good. I might go higher, except I've never had anything to compare it to. So, from Ohio State, we're going to go ahead and hit the Laughing Ogre comic book store, and then we may even hit Big Fun, which is the toy store, which makes for a perfect day when you don't get to go to a game. Until next time, go Buckeyes.